Y'all, wasn't it just a few days ago that Rand Paul was talking about buying a ticket for Ilhan Omar to go back to Somalia so she can appreciate America? Woo! If you notice, all of these send her back people are having a rash of a lot of bad things are happening, including Trump. Trump is being heavily accused of stoking the racist flames in this country that led to those mass shootings. And Rand Paul, who stepped up and was very vocal about sending somebody back. And over the weekend, he had to have part of his lung surgically removed. And guess what Rand Paul can't do, y'all? He can't travel. They told him not to travel. Do you think, let me tell you something. Let's be frank. There are no coincidences. There are none. There are none, ladies and gentlemen. So this came out in the Washington Post. Rand Paul says part of his lung was surgically removed over the weekend. And if you remember, one of his neighbors kicked his ass on his front lawn, and he was in the hospital for quite some time over that beating that he took, you know? And I bet that neighbor did not look like Ilhan Omar. I bet that neighbor looked just like him. So, Senator Rand Paul says Monday that part of his lung has been surgically removed over the weekend and that the procedure would limit my August activities, but not hinder a return to Washington after the current recess. Writing on Twitter, Paul says the surgery was related to injuries suffered in 2017 when he was attacked by his neighbor, Renee Boucher, in a dispute over lawn debris. Part of my lung was damaged by 2017 assault, had to be removed by surgery this weekend, Paul said. So here's his tweet right here, okay, which he sent out August 5th, 2019 at 7:58 a.m. Mm-mm-mm. Butcher pled guilty to attacking Paul and was sentenced to 30 days in jail. Well, he beat the hell out of you and all he got was 30 days. This is definitely a white man. They would have gave 30 years to a black neighbor if that happened. A white man. 30 days for kicking your neighbor's ass to the point where they lose a lung. 30 days, y'all. You know that ain't hardly no black man that did that. Just look at the sentencing. When you look at the sentencing in America, you can figure it all out. It's that easy. Okay. Paul also filed a lawsuit against Butcher over the incident. Mm-mm-mm. Earlier this year, Paul traveled to Ontario, Canada to have a hernia surgery. Damn, he's just getting all kinds of surgeries done, which he said was also related to the 2017 assault. So he got beat down to the point where he had all kinds of internal injuries. Like I said, that neighbor must have put it on him out on that front lawn. Kentucky other Republican Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also was recently temporarily sidelined. He fractured his shoulder Sunday morning in a fall outside his Louisville home, according to his office. Well, damn, y'all just getting all beat up and falls and mishaps and surgeries and being drugged by the public as a racist. I don't know. Was it worth saying send her home, y'all? Was it really worth it? Because it don't look like it's panning out too well for you. All of y'all that had your mouth running, look at what's happening to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy here. Like I said, that neighbor must have went buck wild on him out there in that front lawn. I never heard, I haven't heard about too many people in my lifetime that got beat up and they had to get a lung and a hernia and had to be repaired. And I never heard of that. Usually you may be sore and black and blue, but you don't really need any surgeries or anything like that. But like I said, that neighbor must have went crazy on his behind. I don't know what he said to that neighbor, but that neighbor went off on him. But we are living in some crazy times, y'all. We really are. You can best believe you're going to see some of the craziest things happen in America that you never seen before. As far as Trump is concerned, America's always had racist presidents, so he's like a dime a dozen. The only difference is Trump is overt with it. That's all. He's very overt. He's out in the open with it, where the other ones might have been more behind the scenes with it, but they definitely were racist because all you got to do is look at the policies of each president. And we know one thing, they've kept policies in place to keep us down. So, that being said, none of them are any good. Trump is just so overt to the point where he doesn't even realize it's hurting him. But I say, look, let Trump get elected. You see how much damage he's doing. And a lot of people are predicting this trade war he's kicking up is going to bring higher prices in the stores. China has already completely shut down all imports from farmers. So, right now, these farmers, the few that can grow something in this country because of Trump, they're not going to be able to move those crops. And the other farmers couldn't even grow any damn crops because of the bad flooding and waterlogged ground. So, so it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't for them. If they can grow something, they can't sell it to China. And China was really one of the biggest buyers of soybean and corn. And they can't sell that mess to China now because Trump just a few days ago put more tariffs on China. And China was like, well, fuck that. We ain't buying shit from your farmers. So now they are stuck with those soybeans. They're stuck with all that mess. And I remember last year during the trade war when they cut off the US farmers and started going to South America for their soybean and corn. They had silos of rotting soybeans because of what Trump did. That's why he keeps signing over billions of dollars to these farmers because he know what he did to them. So really the farmers are getting their reparations because Trump he ruined their business. And if you remember the video I showed you of a farmer, he was very upset with Trump. They're not making any money. And now they really won't be making any money because China has shut down all imports from US farming. It's not like they don't have anywhere to go on the planet. They do. There's other locations they can buy this stuff from. So, look like Rand Paul is going to be in for quite a recovery now, having 2 surgeries done in a year. And I wonder why he went to Canada for a hernia surgery. Couldn't he have had that done here? That just seemed kind of odd. But he's had a hernia operation earlier this year, and just over the weekend he had a lung removed. All of this over a fight with a neighbor who only got 30 days behind bars. That's it. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that is proof right there that the system is definitely rigged. That man beat down on a senator and got 30 days. And a black man walking around with just a little weed in his pocket is spending years behind bars. But you know, that this is living proof how rigged the system really truly is. And that being said, this rigged system is now costing lives because now these men are walking around and believing they are untouchable by the law. And technically, they're right. They're right. They ran their entire system like this. Now you got all of these out of control people that feel they cannot be touched no matter what they do. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.